Yo, what it do? Welcome to my cowboy shit talking soapbox, whatever you want to call it. I've been giving niggas passes all season. Before the season started, niggas was talking that shit. We weak. We may go 8-8. We this, that, and the third, so forth and so on. I ain't gonna even front. I kind of bought into it because it's just been the history of the last 3 seasons. We've been 8-8, coming down to the last game to get into the playoffs and lose or whatever the case may be. But this year we got a different team, different philosophy, different little everything going on. So I really want to talk some shit to some motherfuckers who was really on some bullshit, talk about their squads and what they was going to be doing this year and all of the hoopla around everybody else and whatever. So, like I said, I gave niggas passes so far. You know what I'm saying? Only teams I ain't really talking shit to is teams that's doing good. Like, for real. Like, San Diego Chargers, they doing their thing. They looking good. Because normally they come out and they be flat, and then at the end of the season they run off like 7 or 8 games and make it to the playoffs or do whatever. So, shout out to Phillip Rivers and all of them. My cousin Robert, I know you a fan. Corey, I know you a fan. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get y'all props. Next team I want to talk about is the Seahawks. Yeah, because we just beat them. They also lost to the Chargers. And the only reason I really want to talk about the Seahawks, because I really ain't got no problem with the Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Pete Carroll heavy for the USC ties. I used to live in the state of Washington, been to a Seahawk game, couple Seahawk games before. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention a couple players out there from California. A lot of players from California play for the Seahawks, matter of fact. So I ain't got no hate for Seattle. Not like that. My wife from up there. But the fact of the matter is, the only reason I'm talking shit about them right now is because my homeboy Tone was on that bullshit in the preseason. He was talking shit about my squad. He was talking shit about the Chargers, and he was talking shit about the 49ers because we was all kicking it one day, and he was going at each one of our squads or whatever. And we said, nigga, who your squad? I don't really got no squad. How you gonna talk shit? You don't got no squad. So he pulled Seattle out the air. So Seattle is squad this year, I suppose. Bandwagon, I don't know. But Tone, you was talking that shit. Your squad lost to Corey's squad, and they lost to my squad, and they got to see Jabari's squad twice this year, which is the 49ers. So we're going to see what it really do. Because not only did they get exposed by San Diego, but they further got exposed by the Cowboys because everybody watched that game. Everybody saw that game. Everybody seen what the formula is to get at y'all. Keep Russell Wilson off the field, run the ball, and take advantage of the points. Whether it's a field goal, whatever, everything. You know what I'm saying? The blueprint is out there, so everybody gonna be watching tape and everybody gonna be coming for their head. I ain't saying that they ain't gonna win no more games or no shit. That would be foolish. I'm pretty sure they gonna make their adjustments and do what they gotta do because that's what good teams do. But you know what I'm saying? They gonna have a tougher time getting through this season than they did last year because everybody is gunning for them. Last year nobody was gunning for them. Next squad I want to talk about, Oakland Raiders. Another team I really ain't got no problem with. I'm from LA. I grew up, you know what I'm saying, not far from where they used to play when they was out here at the Coliseum and all of that. That shit is cool. I've been to some Raider games against the Cowboys, so forth and so on, all of that. And my whole thing with the Raiders is, you know what I'm saying, they be having talent, they be having, you know what I'm saying, they be competitive here and there, but they just don't be winning games. And my problem ain't never really with the Raider team because, like I said, I ain't got no hate for the Raiders. My problem be with the Raider fans. And most of my homies is Raider fans. And I ain't got no problems like we gonna catch fade problems like that. But these niggas really be acting like y'all haven't won, like y'all haven't just won like 20 games in the last like 7 seasons. Like that's, y'all niggas is 4-12. Like, book that. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. That's what it's going to be. And y'all said it was going to change after Al Davis left, or it was going to be this, or it was going to be that, or whatever. And I got a standing bet that I put out there every year for all my homies that's Raider fans. And they can all shake my hand and take it. It's a dub on the table. If y'all have a better record than the Cowboys, I'll pay you a dub. Or vice versa. We have a better record than you, you owe me a dub. I got 2 on the line right now. So after Thanksgiving, if y'all niggas is 0-8, or whenever y'all get to 0-9, and after we get to whatever, you know, whenever it's mathematically impossible for you guys to win more games than us, y'all can pay me. Y'all don't gotta wait until the Pro Bowl or the Super Bowl or, you know, to the NFL draft come to when the season is all the way over. Just like break bread when you know that, you know, you lost. Because I put that out there every year for everybody to see, for everybody, you know, make the season interesting, make every game really count for a little something or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The next team I'm going to talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers, because I got a couple friends that's Pittsburgh Steelers, a couple family members like the Pittsburgh Steelers. A lot of folks I know in Long Beach fuck with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Y'all niggas is weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all used to just run shop over Cincinnati and Cleveland. Now they giving y'all niggas fits. Super problems. Only team y'all used to have to worry about was Baltimore. And y'all could split that between, you know, split the 2 games against Baltimore, 1-1, beat them at the crib, and they beat y'all at the crib, and y'all still would be like, all right, we taking the AFC North, whatever, but not this season, bro. The way what Cleveland did to y'all week 1, y'all barely got up out of that motherfucker. But what they did to y'all yesterday, it's no excuse. Like, y'all, that's supposed to be like Lil Bro all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know it ain't even supposed to be. Like, Brian Hoyer completed 8 passes, 3 of them to the same motherfucking dude, and y'all niggas lost. I don't know what the fuck going on. Y'all niggas should have never got rid of Emmanuel Sanders. I think your boy Tomlin is on his way out if y'all niggas don't make the playoffs again this year. I don't know. It's looking bad over there in Pittsburgh. It's looking real bad. I mean, the good thing is it's only week 6. It's a lot of, you know, it's a lot of football left to be played. A lot of different things can happen. But if everything stays constant and holds true to what we've seen so far this season, it's not gonna be good for Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let me get on talk about the Denver Broncos. I got a lot of friends that's Denver Bronco fans. I got some family members Denver Bronco fans. Denver doing their thing. They did lose to Seattle in the overtime game or whatever, but that was kind of expected because they was in Seattle. You know, everybody said, you know, it's hard to beat them in Seattle, hard to beat Seattle in Seattle, and you know what I'm saying. But they came back and made a game of it. And if the game with maybe 16-minute quarters instead of 15-minute quarters, or I don't know, they had gained momentum too late in the game, because if they would have got that momentum earlier, they could have beat Seattle. They could have beat Seattle too. But you know, being that they are in the AFC West, they got a problem with San Diego this year. I don't know. You know what I'm saying, when they play each other on the schedule and all of that other shit, but I know division, they gotta play each other twice or whatever. Like, y'all gonna run over the Raiders, y'all probably run over the Chiefs, or split with the Chiefs 1-1, depending on, you know, what time of the season y'all play them in Arrowhead Stadium or whatever. But you know, Denver looking like Denver. You know what I'm saying? They got Demaryius Thomas, they got Julius Thomas, they got Welker, you know what I'm saying? They got Emmanuel Sanders was a huge addition, because now you got 2 dudes in the slot that can kill a nickel cornerback or outside linebacker that can't hang with Welker or Sanders. And then you got Demaryius on the outside that's just torching cornerbacks left and right off that screenplay. That screenplay is like one of the best plays that they have in the repertoire. And it's like, you know it's there. You know they about to run it. You can see it when they run it. And he's still going to break that bitch for like 80 yards and go to the crib. There's nothing you can do about it. And then if you do shut that down, it's just, let's just be real, dude. Peyton Manning is Peyton Manning. And he been that way for a long time. Neck surgery, no neck surgery, whatever you want to call it. Dude just been really putting in that work. He stayed putting in that work from when he was with Indianapolis to the day one when he got to Denver. You know what I'm saying? You could talk what you want to talk about him in the playoffs or in the Super Bowls or whatever. But at this point where it stands now, we talk a regular season, and that nigga will torch the fuck out of you, your defense, your DBs, your safeties, your whatever. He got his football IQ is just way too off the charts for anybody to really fuck with him. When he has talent, he has an offensive line and a run game. There's really nothing you could do with him. You just gotta wait for him to fuck up. That's all you could do. So you gotta wait for him to fuck up because that's how great he is. Let me think of any other teams. I think that another team I gotta talk about because I know a significant amount of people that fuck with him, and I'm just basically, I ain't trying to go through the whole NFL. I'm just going through, different squads with different people that I know fuck with those squads, and for the past few years be high side for their squad and be going in with their squad and saying that, it's their year, they're gonna win the Super Bowl, and they the best, they the number one, and all that other shit. The New Orleans Saints, Drew Brees, killer. They shouldn't have got rid of Darren Sproles. That's real talk. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, they shouldn't have got rid of Reggie Bush to begin with. First off, they got by getting Sproles to replace Reggie Bush. Now they got Brandon Cooks. I guess they thought he was going to be able to fill the shoes of Darren Sproles, but when it all boils down to it, they should have kept Sproles there to teach Cooks what to do on how to, to transition him into taking his spot. Not to just let him go and just say somebody gonna fill his shoes. Like, San Diego should have never got rid of Sproles. Like, real talk, Sproles is a game changer, X factor, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? He's 5'6", whatever, however many pounds he weigh. But he is a lightning bolt, dude. He can change the game at the drop of a hat. He can get a kickoff, take it back. You can hand it off to him. He can go to a distance, or you can throw it to him and he'll catch it and take it wherever it need to go. So he affect the game in so many different ways. Like, when you got a quarterback like Drew Brees, you need a weapon like that can't be accounted for, or that the defense has to account for to make it easier on your other receivers or your other targets. Now Jimmy Graham down, you don't have Sproles, and your O-line and your defense kind of suck. So now you got Colston, who's a big receiver, but he can't get down the field and create no separation. Colston, they never created separation. He just shield a nigga out and catch the rock because he's 6'3", 2 whatever, 225 or whatever. It's just hard to get around that type of body. You know what I'm saying? Some of the younger players they got haven't developed to the point of filling the shoes of, the Jimmy Grahams and the Darren Sproles and the Reggie Bushes and the other prolific players that they had in that offense when they went to the Super Bowl and they beat the Colts. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't heard too much from y'all fans. Like, I used to be all up and down on Instagram. Every Sunday I'd be seeing that Go Saints. Who that? All of that. Who that nation and all of that shit. I ain't seen none of that shit this year. Not at all. And I ain't even talking about, we put that hurting on y'all niggas. Like, yeah, we did that too. But I'm talking about just in anything. Not just playing the Cowboys the whole season. I seen maybe, week 1, everybody was really on their shit. Because, everybody 0-0. So it's like, letting it be known who you ride for the season, so forth and so on. But I ain't seen that GEAUX Saints sign that I used to see last season and the season before that. So y'all niggas is on some church mouse shit right now, on some hush status right now. Even though y'all still got a shot, you know what I'm saying? Y'all probably got to go through Carolina though, but y'all got a shot, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all can't do shit outside the Superdome, basically. Outside the Superdome, y'all average team. Inside the Superdome, y'all do y'all stuff, but even now it's looking shaky at the crib for y'all. And that's the scary part. Cause you know what I'm saying, we used to count that y'all was gonna go at least 7-1 at the crib, 6-2 at the crib, without blinking an eye, just cause you was at the crib, and then you win, you know what I'm saying, 4 on the road somewhere, you got a 10-win season. You know what I'm saying? But now it ain't even looking like that right now for y'all. So Saints gotta get y'all shit together. Y'all gotta do something. I don't know. Whatever y'all gotta do, y'all gotta figure it out quick. And I'm gonna end the blog off on just speaking on the Cowboys on some real shit. Cause like I said, for those that don't know my Cowboy pedigree, like, I'm a fan for real. Been fucking with the Cowboys for a long time now. Like, when we went to the Super Bowl in 95. Oh, when we went to the Super Bowl all these other years and we got 5 championships. So, woohoo, I'm a Cowboy fan. Like, nah, like, I got it to being a Cowboy fan on, like, our worst season. Like, 1-15. Tom Landry on the sideline, Danny White is the quarterback. That was the year I started fucking with the Cowboys. Yeah, I was young, but that was my connection with them because I was watching it with my G-Moms. Shout out my G-Moms, because that's who really kind of got me on the Cowboys. My pops too, but I distinctly remember watching the game with my G-Moms. And you know what I'm saying, I remember Landry on the field with the feather and the fedora, with the sports coat with the elbow patches and shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember trading Herschel Walker, you know what I'm saying, for all them damn draft picks, and then they fired Landry and brought in Jimmy Johnson, and then we got Michael Irvin, we got Troy Aikman, then we got Emmitt Smith, then, you know, so forth and so on, and then you know, then it became like a dynasty type of thing or whatever. So, you know, it is what it is. But what I want to say about this year's squad is on some shit like what it was back when we were back in our glory days. And I'm not comparing anybody to anybody as far as, oh, DeMarco Murray is like Emmitt Smith. Oh, Dez Bryant is like Michael Irvin, because they both wear 88. And then Alvin Harper is like Terrence Williams. And, you know, I'm not doing that. I'm not saying Jason Witten is Jay Novacek, even though Jason Witten is probably better than Jay Novacek. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is the formula. They went back to the original formula that got them to win. Last few years, everything was predicated on Tony Romo. Everything was put on Tony Romo. We lived and died with Tony Romo. He threw an interception, he fumbled, have a bad game, so went the team. This year is not the case. You know what I'm saying? He can have a subpar game, okay game. He don't have to have a stellar game. Our defense is stepping up, but it's all about our offensive line in the running game. That opens everything up. You know what I'm saying? We get the time of possession, keep other offenses off of the field. Our defense come in, they fresh, they ain't been out there all fucking day. You know what I'm saying? Because our offense is moving the ball, running the ball, using the time of possession, giving our defense a chance to rest. You know, extending the drives, longer and longer drives give the defense more and more time to rest. Field position, we got a dope-ass field goal kicker with Dan Bailey. You know what I'm saying? And the cold part about it is we lost Claiborne, you know what I'm saying, in like week 2. Our best linebacker ain't played in damn near 2 years. When we get Sean Lee back, that's gonna be a problem. And I'm like I said, I'm looking at the formula of how they're winning. I'm not looking at the X and O's of the player that's out on the field. Like, yeah, that's cool. We do have some playmakers in Dez Bryant and Romo and DeMarco Murray and so forth and so on. But the play calling is way better. Shout out to Scott Linehan. The defensive calling is way better. Shout out to Rob Marinelli. And if we continue to do this, we will always be a contender. We will always be in the spotlight of a good team. You know what I'm saying? Then when we get some more dynamic players, and so, you know, and develop some players that we have on the roster to be better than what they are now, then we can be great. Then we can say Super Bowl. Then we can say 2 Super Bowls. Then we can say playoffs every year no matter what. So, you know, all of that. But the formula for us to do what we're doing now is the formula that we need to keep doing the rest of the season. I know everybody see us as 5-1. Everybody's coming down on the schedule. They're going to do their best to try to knock us off the slide. I know nobody believes in us. They don't think it's going to sustain and last into the cold months of the season, or, you know, go far into the playoffs or anything like that. And I'm not saying that that's what this is going to turn into, but it's a good start to turn it into that. You know what I mean? Defense and run game travel no matter where you go. Indoor, outdoor, raining, cold, hot. It does not matter. If you got a run game and you got a defense, you can go on the road and win. You can go on home and win. If you got to throw the ball 80% of the time, that's going to catch up with you. Just like in the NBA, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. One night you hot, you get 20 threes, yeah, you probably going to win that game. But the chances of you doing that night in and night out and being successful with it, it's not gonna sustain. You know what I'm saying? Defense wins championships. That's through all team sports. Everyone knows that. So I'm gonna sign off by saying salute to everybody else in their squads. No disrespect, cause that ain't what I do. I really just be trying to bring my shit to the forefront. Root for my squad, go for my squad, so forth, so on, so forth and so on. So shout out to the Cowboys. Shout out to Jason Garrett for, you know, relinquishing the offensive plays and letting somebody else call it, stepping away, just being the head coach, because now it's looking like we on the right track. Shout out to DeMarco Murray. Shout out Dez Bryant. Shout out Terrence Williams. Shout out Jay Witten. Shout out the O-line, because without them, it wouldn't even be happening like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I got another blog I'm going to do probably later this week. And it's going to be strictly about Tony Romo. And how everybody feel about him and how I feel about and what I think about his career to this point thus far. So y'all stay tuned for that. Fuck with your boy, man. I'm going to start trying to do my little football blog, you know, more often. You know what I'm saying? At least once, every couple weeks when some significant stuff happens in the NFL, or whenever I feel like it's something I need to really speak on and put out there. But I'm tagging folks so y'all can look at this video, 20 minutes out of your day. Fuck with your boy. Shout out to all my homies that's Cowboy fans. My nigga Hub City Dre, my nigga Young B Stacks, my nigga Hody, Who else? Who else we got? There's some Cowboy fans. Christopher Foster. You know who you are if you fuck with the Cowboys, man. It is what it is, man. Holla at your boy. One.